the only thing that would need to be added is the fact that I talked to Gus, Vincent, and Jazz at the Egg Festival now. That's the only, like, change that would be added to the FAQ so far. The rest of it is minute, small details. Oh, well, I mean, I don't even think it's in the old one. Like, we sleep in the greenhouse now, but, I mean, if we don't have, we set up all the shit in the house to the greenhouse now, it's just like, why would we add that? It's like the two major differences, but I don't know, it's pretty obvious that I'm just sleeping in the greenhouse. I don't know. What to say about that? Also, I just wanted to add it back to the title so we get more people ignoring it. Anyways, good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a pretty good day. It is Monday. Unfortunately for a lot of people. Cosmic Pigeon, thank you for the 14. I need a shave. It's getting annoyingly long. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. We are going to run some ads though, but play connection. Abu, Slam Dunk, Go Getter, Sure Thing, Shoe In, Scattergories, Okie Dokie, Prescribed, Alley Oop, Absolute, Brabant, Fadeaway, Off Limits, Leaving, Finger Roll, of course. Like, these are basketball terms. I don't think shoe-in's a basketball term. Like a shoe-in win. Like, that would be like, sure thing, absolutely, shoe-in, maybe, of course. Prescribed is also a thing. Go with this. Went away. Prescribed. Oh, no? Okay, so one of these is not a thing. Okay, interesting. I think fadeaway is also a thing. Not necessarily like a basketball related term though. Taboo, Off Limits. Leaving. Finger roll. Is finger roll a basketball term? I don't care. It is. Okay, so this is what I guessed, right? Yeah. And this was one away. But pre-described was not one away. Is this verbatim? No, there's no N. What is forbidden. And then I'm assuming the last one is the other one that I just don't know. Scatter categories. There's a word game where players race to list answers for set categories, which all must begin with a specific letter. And then prescribed, forbidden, or profit. Yeah, I mean, it'd just be these then. Oh wow, I'm missing yellow still. Doing absolutely, of course, sure thing. And this was, I already guessed. This was one away. Okie dokie. What? And scatter category. I don't even know how you say this. Oh, it's a game. Is there other games here? Not really. Game is played by rolling a letter die and setting a timer. Then the player comes up with unique creative answers to a category. What the fuck is this? This was one away. Chew in, absolutely sure thing, of course. Go getter. Okie dokie. And this is just leaving, right? No, it's a board game. This is a board game. Of course. Which one of these is a board game? Shoo-in, absolutely sure thing, of course. Is Shoo-in, or like not even just a board game, but like a game. Is Shoo-in a game? I could also see like of course being a game. I'm assuming Go Getter is a game. But then this would have to be Okie Dokie. Like, I'm assuming these are games at this point. I can't imagine that Go Getter is not a game. But then Okie Dokie has to go in here. I don't think is right. I know these two are games for sure. And one of these four have to be a game. I mean, I can literally just type in Shoo-in and I will probably get my answer. Not really a game.
Shoo-in.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not Shoo-in. Okay, I'm just like full on cheating at this point. Because I can literally just Google the name or all these words and figure out which one's a board game and which one's not. I was fine Googling these because I really did not know what they were. But it's like, I know what these words mean, where I didn't know what these. So I like justify these search ups, but I don't justify these. Like you're a go-getter, you know? Shoo-in. I think it's of course. Because it's like, this is like Shoo-in, like you're absolutely gonna win. You're absolutely gonna win. Sure thing is absolutely. I feel like it has to be of course. Of course is the only one that's, well, I mean like absolutely of course. But it's the most game sounding one with like Okie Dokie or some shit. Oh, nope, I didn't get 3 of a kind. Okay, so if I didn't get 3 of a kind with this, that means both of these are wrong, right? So that means both of these are wrong, and like I'm assuming that these two are right. And if this was incorrect and both of these was wrong, that means this and this have to go together. These two have to go together. I don't care anymore. I'm not figuring this out. You bet. For Scram. Okay, nope. I was completely off with the board games. Absolutely of course, Okie Dokie, sure thing. I was 2 in with the shoe in here. Starting with Cinnamons for Scram. Go Getter. Okay, I just don't like this purple. I don't like this purple. I was too focused on with shoe in and like these being absolutely of course, and then shirt thing. Like I just could not justify Okie Dokie here. Dumb purple. It is what it is. Yeah, it makes sense, but I don't like the I don't like when it's like cinnamons or whatever. Okay, I should open up my VOD's channel super quickly. Give me your notes. I don't have notes and you know this. All right, so where were we in our practice file? Made it to the 21st. I need to exchange this for staircases because I forgot. Because I was in a rush to go out yesterday. Fine for now. I also need to change this with a ruby. And we're just going to say that we got the ancient seeds already, and we're just going to ignore the fact that I got extremely unlucky. All right, we have the login bug. Put those away then. Keep that there, keep that there, keep that there. We'll just put those because it's unneeded. Up our magnet ring. I definitely should have bought more iron at Clint's, because I would like, I mean, I guess, well, now I need to smelt the bars to have it already, so I guess that would make, it's fine. I'll just buy it at some point. Money's not really an issue. All right, so we have the entire layout going. We have this. We have our 3 ancient seeds, which is what we would be going for. I realistically have, I have the hops already done. I have the purple mushrooms. I have the fiddleheads. That will be have. That's had. That's had. That's have. We don't fish until the next year. Surely, yeah. I mean, you don't fish until we have the fishing books, ideally. Let me bring up the sheets though, because I don't actually have them brought up yet. We had spot 5. We hit forging book. So we don't need to check books again until fall 19th for combat and winter 12th for fishing. I guess if I'm not getting fishing book until as late as I am, I could technically fish this year, and then I don't need to worry about okay, I mean, like, it's hard to justify, though, because realistically, I want to wait to going to Ginger Island until I have Monster Musk in the combat book, since the latest I'll get the day that I'll get the combat book is on fall 19th of year 3. So realistically, we're just waiting until fall 19th to go to Ginger Island. But I mean, at the same time, there's like justification of attempting to do it earlier. It's just like, do I think it's worth... I mean, there's also chances that I get the books earlier, so I should just do it. Because the last day that we go out, generally, or the day that we're waiting for the community center to finish is for the fish tank, and it's for the fall rain day, specifically. But if I'm not getting the fishing book until winter 12th, it's going to be really annoying to catch the sturgeon without doing a little bit of fishing first, so I may as well just do the fall fishing day in year 2 here. Like, I'm just trying to think of the overall fundamentals of the run because of, like, what are the worst parts of the run, in my opinion, in terms of, like, not enjoyability, but, like, the most unoptimized. I think it is the segment between doing the Skull Cavern run and unlocking the community center is probably the most inconsistent part and hardest to route, arguably, because of how many possibilities of the community center you can get. I think the start of Ginger Island is fantastic. I guess let me start from the start. I think the early game, while there might be critics, I think it's actually very optimized for what I'm trying to do here. The bigger adjustment of early game wouldn't be money, but more of ideal parsnip spots to maybe be slightly better instead of the ones that I have, because some of the ones that I have are kind of bad and annoying. Getting them late year 3. Like, ideally the latest book check dates that I have is like late fall year 3, where some of the checks I have here are winter 12th year 3. Like, this one has the books, but I'm getting the combat book on fall 19th year 3 and the fishing book on fall or winter 12th year 3, which isn't bad, but I'm on Ginger Island, like, generally speaking, in older routes where I had to wait for the first rain day of fall, like the second week of fall, right? Where now if I try to do the fishing early and I have year 3 fishing books, it's like not terrible in terms of fishing time. It's like not awful. I would need to buy the... I would need a different date to buy the Galaxy Hammer on. Because normally I buy the Galaxy Hammer on the fall fishing day here. In year 3. So I would need a different date to do that. Surely there's a day that I'm past 12. I do think fishing on the first rain day of fall is probably optimal. I do think that is probably optimal. Because it allows, like, even if I don't have the fishing books by now, which there's like a chance if I have the year 2 books, it has no difference. But even if I am like a little bit slower on average with the fishing, because I'm not starting with the iridium fishing rod with bait, Like, I'll get the fiberglass fishing rod really early because I'm already going to be... I guess I would have to go to the beach at some point to get the level. I just have to remember to go to the beach to get the fishing level. I would already be... fishing level 1 because of Willy here, right? So it's not that much to get to fishing level 2 from that point. It's just CC fishing. It's not even that bad. So you go fishing on like the next rain day, right? Yeah, I just need to like do this. I'm trying to think of any other like bundles that like I need to work towards. Like, this is fine. We can do salmon berries in year 3. Like, I just have to make sure I go out in winter on one of these to pick this up. I do have to pick up a chub, but I have to fish anyways. Frozen geode, realistically, I should try to keep a frozen geode at the start of the run. And then maple syrup, I can get easily have. I have deluxe bar and just need to buy a pig that I could probably just do on the fishing day. Well, no, I probably want to wait until I have all the animals, which is fine. Poppy, I grew that, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I grew the poppy. Like, the growing isn't, like, the issue. It's, like, the other random items, and then I can just cook these whenever. I bought the recipe, I just need to catch a seaweed, which I'll easily do. And then it's, like, the other options. Bat wings, I'm, like, aggressive about bat wings for lightning rods. Like, realistically, I can craft more lightning rods already, right? So I should for next year. I mean, it just depends on how many bat wings I need realistically. Right. Did I delete the bat wings? Oh, I'm stupid. I probably deleted the bat wings. That's crazy. That's criminal, actually. That's actually criminal. I'm trying to think of the other categories. Like, this isn't an issue, this isn't an issue, this isn't an issue. These are never, these bundles are never an issue. This is fine, this is fine, this is like fine, this is fine, this is fine. Enchanter's bundle would be fine, because you're gonna get a keg from the community center no matter what. And then it's just getting rabbit's foot over this. You probably would have to move the coop somewhere over here or whatever. Or closer. Truffle's fine. Let me bring up the wiki to double check all the other things. Because again, the main issue that I have in these runs is like getting from Skull Caverns, or basically the point that I'm at right now, to completing the community center in the least amount of time. It's some of the biggest time save that I can realistically get. And if I can just have a better remix bundle route, it would be better. And it's mostly an issue with it's mostly an issue with the bulletin board. Like, dye bundle's kinda annoying. At the same time, not really. Like, a lot of the dye bundle is just making sure that I have the crops grown if necessary, like beet, amaranth, starfruit, blueberry, red cabbage. Fodder is just making sure I have 10 wheat and buy an apple tree. Enchanters is pomegranate. Children is easy. Forger is easy. Home cook is easy. Helpers bundle, you gotta make sure you buy the 5 mystery boxes from the egg seller. Spirit's Eve is just remembering to grow corn, stealing a jack-o'-lantern, and getting 10 bat wings. And Winter Star is just making sure you go out of your way for powder melons. It's not that bad, then. Worst part is I'm technically not supposed to have this coop yet, so I'm like down. I'm technically down a Robin visit right now, theoretically. Or not down, but like I'm just not supposed to have it. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a general overall shape. What's the new PB, sir? Wait, my actual PB or like the goal time? I mean, the new PB is the world record. It's on speedrun.com. I don't actually know what the number is. You act like I would know the number. 15:53:07. Editing the video, I don't look at the final time constantly. And the time's not going to be in the title. The title is already like fully decided on being 1.6 totally broke perfection speedrunning. Okay, let's kind of just continue moving forward. Got rain today, so we're going to run. This inventory is fine. This. I should probably fish at those bubbles. Of an early sunfish. Early, this is tilapia, not albacore. Can I get something other than sardines? Like, I need red snapper and tilapia. I do wonder if I'm actually supposed to eat that or not, or try to keep it for, for later. Surely with the amount of fishing I have to do, I'll get more than, one of those throughout the run. Boy, she parked her spot underneath my desk, so you know for a fact when she goes running, when Brittany comes back, she's gonna unplug something. Well, you don't even have the entire plan because I don't even have the entire plan. Like, I'm literally routing it on the fly at this point. I've never put your entire plan. Yeah, but I don't even know the plan. And it's not like you're gonna add some of the shit that I'm doing, right? It's like you're not gonna add, oh, he is now fishing early instead of later. How am I not fishing level 2 yet? I supposed to do here? Okay, I think I was supposed to empty my inventory. I was trying not to because I didn't want to reorganize it, but definitely on this full fish day, I need to just like dump that, and then it should be fine. Because I actually need quite a lot on this day. Why am I struggling to catch this catfish? Do I normally struggle this much to catch a catfish at this fishing level? Like, sure, you can say it's on the harder end, but not like it's been crazy the entire time. It's giving me breaks. Ow. I mean, like, it gave me breaks, but it wasn't long breaks. I'm surprised I was struggling that much. That did not feel like that impactful of a catfish. Oh, hell no. Like, you would need the catfish to stand still. I didn't even perfect catch the catfish at, like, fishing level 8. I don't need to perfect catch them anyways. Please tell me that this is tiger trout and not another catfish. It's like wiggling enough for me to think it's a tiger trout at the very least. Perfect. Okay, now I just need shad and walleye. I don't care about. Oh, well. I need to make sure I perfect catch the shad and walleye. I need 2 of each. Because I have quality bundle and one of them needs to be gold quality. So I gotta make sure I perfect catch them. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to catch a salmon in a smallmouth here. Not really smallmouth, but at least the salmon. No, but salmon's not rain only. Never mind. Waste of time to catch it now. Those are gold quality walleye. So we just need a perfect catch 1 shad and then catch 1 more walleye. Perfect. And now we just need a walleye. Unfortunate. Okay, I may as well turn these in because I have time today. I need to buy anything or do anything on this day. Well, it's a raining Tuesday, actually. I should probably buy the... Or I would buy the coupe today. Do you tool/weapon enchant change at all? No, those are the same. I actually should not have this coupe yet, so I'm gonna delete it. Got a bug killer and all. True. The only major route change that I've done so far, V, is literally just talking to Gus, Jazz, and Vincent at the Egg Festival. Everything else has been the exact same other than this. I'm doing fall rainfish in year 2 now instead of 3. Oh boy. What a massive change. Make sure to take note of it. Yeah. Why not JoJo? Because there is 3 separate perfection categories now. Pure, which is what I'm running. JoJo Mart, no perfection waivers, and then open, which is allows you to do perfection waivers. The main reason I'm doing this is because I find it more enjoyable. And there's also a little extra thing in the perfection cutscene at the end if you don't use any JoJo services whatsoever. Which is why it gets its own separate category. Lorenz, thank you for the 33. And yeah, if you were to do... So here's the thing. So perfection is about 16 hours long, right? Or this category of perfection is about 16 hours long. If you were to allow the use of JoJo services without waivers, it's probably around 12 hours long, which is still a decent length of time, but it's obviously much shorter. And then if you allow perfection waivers, it's literally 10 hours or less than 10. The perfection waivers is literally just how fast can you make like 50 million gold, essentially. No, it's not even ancient fruit farming. You down patch and exploit fish ponds. I'm surprised. I thought that was going to be a salmon. But I'm just not doing JoJo Mart because I don't really want to do the middle category, because I do actually enjoy doing the community center, and it's a little bit of like extra stuff you have to figure out. And if you allow the use of Joja services without perfection waivers, you can just buy the golden walnuts for like the 1 million gold. So the entire part of Ginger Island and the struggle with the golden walnuts just does not exist anymore. So you remove both the community center being entertaining and you remove the entire part of the golden walnuts. I'm literally figuring out what is changing as we speak. I literally, like, I am routing on the fly and looking for potential changes. So I have no idea. Well, I do have a idea. Right now, currently, the 2 changes I have done is I talked to Jazz, Vincent, and Gus during the Egg Festival, and I'm fishing in year 2 instead of year 3. Congrats. Those are the only changes that have been made so far. Anything that does not include animal products, the rest does not matter. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't want the dye bundle with the duck feather, and I don't want the enchanter's bundle. I don't really care too much if I get chef's bundle. Truffle is like the easiest animal product of the 3 to get. Another like main goal of the reroute is definitely trying to make the endgame faster in terms of cooking and crafting and being more organized, but that's something I have to figure out as I go. In the greenhouse. I mean, it's another change, but it's kind of obvious change based off of my layout that everybody can visibly see without, like, you know, having to be told. If there's anything left in fall I need. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I have to think about something, though. Hi, my baby. We're not adding in the movement of buildings. Oh yeah. There's no point. Okay, so I completely forgot what I was supposed to think about while in the bathroom. Humbug. What was I supposed to think about? Oh, yeah. So if we're doing the fall fish in year 2, that means I don't have to wait until the first rain day in fall of year 3 anymore. So what becomes my limitation then? My limitation becomes summer fish, I guess. Right? Because tuna. I could technically catch tuna in winter here if I wanted to. Crab pot won't matter. I have this. And then sturgeon is summer, winter, right? So it's like I can technically finish it in winter here. Not books. I mean, we'll get books, but the issue with waiting for books is some of the seeds I don't get my fishing book in the seed until winter 12th year 3. And I want to be on Ginger Island by fall. So you just don't wait for books. You just do the fishing day, and it's not even like that slow. Like that last day, like I got all the fish in basically the time frame that I was looking for. I was waiting for the bream to spawn, and I had enough time to get all the fish, including all the extra eels and sardines I need for cooking. Right? And I also had to catch an extra walleye and shad because of the quality fish bundle, which is by far the worst fish tank bundle. So I could, in theory, go and catch the sturgeon and tuna today. Technically, I'm pretty sure they both have higher odds in summer. So I should just wait until summer anyways. Because otherwise, it's like, if I do the tuna and if I do the fish now in winter, I could theoretically go to Ginger Island, like starting the first or after the desert festival in spring, right? But I don't really want to do any animal. Like, I would really love to get a full deluxe barn and coop before I actually start animals. Because unless if I need the rabbit's foot. I don't want to call you fat baby girl, but my desk is really not that long. And you elongate. And like, because you're there, I want to scoot forward, but I'm being pushed back because of you. I'm like too far away from my desk, and I don't like it. Not bully her. She's just inconvenient. Oh, do you have an itch? Huh? Baby. Should I talk to my dog like that? Baby. All right. So I think I would like to wait until summer anyways, because I still have to technically go out and buy 2 more upgrades to the coop and a silo. So I need 3 more visits to Robin. So I need 3 more days that I need to go out between now and I mean, I don't know what day in summer. I mean, like, I can literally just go the first day of summer. So it's like, ideally, I want the animal products to be done sooner than later. So I would have to basically do the 3 visits in, like, the first or by the end of winter, or like by the end of the first week of spring year 3, right? We get 1 day in spring. Yeah, okay. So the last day should be on the 1 day in spring. Because I have to buy stuff from Pierre. I gotta buy the garlic seed. And the parsnips. So we can have one of 3 days in spring, so I would still need 2 days in winter here. Because the earlier in spring, the better, because then I can actually start the animals on that day as well. Which would help. So I need 2 days in winter. What can I do on 2 days in winter here? That is the question. Is there 2 days that I'll need to go out? Well, I'm gonna have like a fake day that I'm going out here, though. Is the issue. Because of how yesterday ended, like I needed to plant the starfruit early. So it's like I didn't buy as much starfruit as I needed to because of math. So let me skip until this next harvest at the very least, and then we can figure that out. Okay. We gotta figure out how long it will take me on average to fully propagate the greenhouse, starting with 3. Which will be kind of annoying, actually. Stardew crop planner. This should be fairly interesting math. So, what day is it? Winter. So, fall 21st is what we're looking at here. And let's say we also plant ancient fruit. The amount doesn't matter. Okay. No, it does not at all. Anyhow, it doesn't even go to year 6 or whatever. We can just continue doing the math, I guess. All right, so we don't get the harvest until the 14th. So let's just this is gonna be annoying to do. I need to notepad. All right, so we're starting with, so we have 88 spots total. Okay, so 3 of them are ancient fruit. 80, 5 of them are star fruit off of rip. All right, that's what's going to be planted on this day. On the next day, which is winter 20, winter 2nd, it's going to be the same. Okay, so winter 2nd, 3 ancient fruit, 85 star fruit. Winter 11th, same thing. It feels a little bad because these dates are like, but I don't want to like waste spots, you know? All right. So I guess the next one would be the winter 20th then. Because we would harvest these, but we can't plant it. So if we have 3, we'll get an average of 6. So we'll have 9 planted at this point, which means we'll have 79 star fruit. Right? Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would literally just be in year 2, we'd plant the star fruit here. It would just start on the 1st, which is fine. Okay, we're just ignoring the fact that yeah, it's fine. Okay. So just know that I'm harvesting ancient fruit on all 3 of these days. Or all 4 of these days. All right, so the next one is spring 21st. And we would still... Oh, I'm sorry, that's spring 21st, spring 1st. The 20th, so we'd have 2 harvests of 3. Right? Yeah, we would have 2 harvests of 3. How many weeks does this take to grow? 1, 2, 3. Or 1, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Alright. This is such like a rudimentary way of doing it. So I'd have 2 harvests. So I'd have 6 times 2, which is 12. So 12 plus 9 is 21 minus 88. $76. So we have 21 ancient fruit, 67 star fruit. It's fine. Would be planted on the 20th. The 1. Should probably mark the number that is fully grown. So on winter 21st. Three grown. 3 grown. The ones that the ones that I would have planted on the 20th here, which is the 6, would grow up would be 1, 2, 3. It would grow up on the 13th. They grow up on the 13th. It'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They would have grown up on the 13th. So spring 10th, we'd have another 6 ancient fruit growing. Because I would have harvested, yeah, because I would harvest these, put them in the seed makers. It would be 3 times 2, which is 6. So we'd have 27 ancient fruit, 3 grown, and 61 starfruit spots. Spring 19th would finally be our first day where these grow. So we would have 9 on this day fully grown. Count them, 9. And because we would have 9, it'd be 9 times 2, 18 plus 27. So we'd have 45 ancient fruit, 9 grown. 88 minus 45 is 43. 43 star fruit. And then the last day is spring 28th. Which this is where the math gets really annoying. Because it'd be 1 or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we'd have the second ones that we planted on
But would we have even more grown? I never use a seed. It's always random. It's a random category. Not for this run. Okay, wait. So this is... Yeah. Okay, so this is planted on the 20th. Winter 20th is our first plant. And then spring 1st is our second plant. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then it'd be 1, 2, 3. So that would have finished. So we would have harvested this then. Which would mean there are how many grown by this point in time? Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, I can just turn back a day. I forgot to pause the actual game itself. That's how long I've been in this menu. Skip the day. If it's 21 and we're going from... It would mean all 21 of these are grown at this point, right? Yeah. Because these are all planted on the 1st. Yeah. So we'd have 21 grown at this point. 21 times 2 is 42. Plus the 45 that are already there. So we have 87. 87 ancient fruit. $21 grown. And then it would just be enough for 1 star fruit. Is all that would be left. So by this estimate, if I get all the ancient fruit, or if I get the 3 ancient fruit down on fall 21st, the entire greenhouse will be filled by spring, or basically, yeah, spring 28th. It would essentially be filled on spring 28th, but it wouldn't be grown until 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't be grown until the 21st, or fully grown until the 21st of summer. Right? And then I guess we can just... I mean, I would shift it to Mondays then. It's just one day. Actually, we'll probably keep it on Sundays just to keep it a buck. So summer 7th would be how many grown? And 1, 2, 3. So these would be grown on this day. 27, it would just be plus 6. Be 20, 27 grown. Summer 14th. One, two. On 19th. Ever planted on the 19th. 45 grown. And then summer 21st would be 87 grown. All right, that makes sense. Now we got to see if okay, so if essentially for all intents and purposes, all the ancient fruit will be grown by the 21st of summer and fully ready to harvest. Give or take maybe 1 or 2, depending on how low roll or high roll we get in terms of ancient seed production, right? So what that actually means is it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter whether or not we fish in winter or summer, because essentially I'm going to have to go to summer. I'm going to have to go late summer if I plant it on the 21st. Because what that means is I won't have the 500 ancient fruit I need for Ginger Island yet. Right? I need 500 ancient fruit for it. But what this does tell me is how many star fruit I need to buy on the 21st. It'll be 85 plus 85 plus 79 plus 67 plus 61 plus 43 is 420. I'll probably just buy 425. So I need to buy 425. Is essentially what that all means. First off, I let it go a day on accident. We need to go back to the second. And then I was actually supposed to buy this on the 21st. I just was in a panic yesterday, so I'm just gonna, you know, this isn't a day that I would normally go out. So let me just go and buy what I need. Minus 85. So I need 425 minus 85. 340. Okay, so all that situated. We won't be going out on this day. I have to delay everything by a day to make it accurate. Technically, I should wait a day on these because I slept the day on accident. Now everything is accurate. The ancient fruit are going to be done one day early. I just gotta know that. I also know I deleted bat wings and I really need the bat wings. Like, realistically, I should, like, dedicate for at least 2 of these. 2 extra of these. I'm just stupid. I guess that means the lightning rod really can't go there. Realistically, it probably has to go here where the chests are. It would make sense. The issue is I still need to go out 2 more days. Well, I guess if I'm not finishing the community center until late, I don't need to go out the days early, but I still need enough days to give me a buffer to take care of rabbits if I need it, or the pig to grow up. So I'm guaranteed to go out 1 day in spring, but then I still need to go out 1 more day to upgrade the coop to deluxe and another day for a silo. But it's like I have nothing I really need to go out for right now. Then when you will play with random bundles, how do you prepare for that? Literally just memorize every single bundle and have plans for if you get this bundle, you do this. If you get this bundle, you do this. There are bundles that I'm absolutely hard forcing. I will reset the run if I do not get the garden bundle in the pantry. I will straight up just reset the run. The rest of the bundles don't matter too much. Sure, some are faster than the others, but for the most part, the only bundle that literally saves like 30 minutes is the garden bundle. I guess I technically need to go out 1 more day for the bookseller. No, but that's not like until Ginger Island, because that's when I'll buy Old Slither Legs when I'm buying or trading for the Monster Musk. Yeah, I'm on this one. Yeah, have them cycle on. Sundays. I really want to get 6 on these first 2 minimum. So much so that I'll reset the day for it. Really? I got 5 again. Ugh. You good? It's just these first rotations that I want to make sure are good. Oh, I guess I need to go get the hollies, don't I? Or I forget. Curious if the money's gonna be there, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have less money overall, but maybe not. We won't always have this bundle, so this isn't a day that I want to try to go to Robin's on. Not consistent, so. To deal with it. Emma J Mayhem, I think for the 13 months. Really appreciate it. Hope your day is going well. Bob Gamer, thank you for the 7 months as well. Oh no, an ad. Oh no, no more ads. Oh, here she goes.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
Oh no, an ad.
I was just making sure I was doing the things on the right days. Wee. A little bit of the slow point of the run. Like, I really just need to get comfortable with these dates to make sure I know what's going on at all times. And the main reason I need to get comfortable with some of these dates is because the biggest time loss of early game is me hesitating about whether or not I should sleep or not, or if it's okay for me to sleep. So I just need to be confident like I didn't miss anything. Because we did the math. If I were to hesitate on average 1 second every single day throughout the 7-year run, I would lose about 13 minutes to just hesitating to sleep. If it's just 1 second on average. And when I hesitate, I generally lose more than 1 second, but some days I just instant sleep, so it makes up for it. But it's like, there, that was a second. If I have days like that where I don't instant press Y, it's awful. You know, it's very bad. Only 4. I don't know how much I agree with as much as I'm resetting for this, though. I think you just gotta take the low roll sometimes. Yeepaw. May as well use this day to go out then. Since it's the first, it's the most convenient day. Boo. Still need to go out another 2 days is the issue. One of the days will have to be for... Well, one of the days has to be for fishing. Because we gotta buy this, and then we gotta buy our garlic. Buy 100 flour here. And then the 500 quality fert. I don't need any of the tree. I would probably buy the tree. Okay. Would there be anything from Clint's I need to buy? Is the question. Do I need to buy anything specifically from Clint? I mean, I guess if I want to buy the gold ore now, so I have the gold ore smelted for immediately after immediately after the Skull Cavern run. That would be a time to buy it now. I guess that's a justifiable time to do it for. Well, no, I kind of want to smelt all the ores at once though, because I don't want to move the I don't want to like touch my setup until I absolutely have to. So let's try to do it as late as possible. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean I shouldn't buy the ore now though, because I'm going to need it, because I'm not going to get enough gold ore during the Skull Cavern run to keep up with everything. Question is how much gold ore am I buying? Yeah. I should take a quick peek at the VOD. Man, I have the entirety of the greenhouse covered in ancient seeds by the 3rd of spring in my PB. But I mean, like, that makes sense because I start with 15. On the 21st, right? I guess the 22nd in this given run. We'll see if it works. I'm curious to see if it works. I buy 300 iron ore and 300 gold ore, along with another 150 coal. Okay. When do I bomb the farm for trees? Or for wood? Is it just like leftover?
Because realistically, I need to do that one of the mornings. I guess I just don't do it until after Ginger Island. I don't have enough wood. I just didn't buy enough wood in year 1. But I don't really have the money to buy more wood in year 1, so... But it's kind of like... I need, 1,000 more wood, so do I want to spend 50,000 gold on wood here? Yeah, I probably do. Oh, give me the wood for the big chest too. Perfect. The reason I don't, this is my Ginger Island chest, and the reason I don't want to upgrade this chest is because this is the exact size of your inventory, so I'm like, you know, I'm just picking and replacing stuff. There's no point of making it bigger. You know? That'd be it for this day, right? Rain, but no. Five's fine. We high rolled on the other ones so far. Technically, these ones should be finished before the... They're not going to be finished before the 10th. That's kind of... Oh no, it still says... Oh, I definitely did not buy enough star fruit then. Oh, I know why. I'm down 85. I'm stupid.
I'm down 85, that's why. I did dumb math. I think we still high rolled even with one of the ancient seeds being a dud. It's 6 in there and we got 14. Yeah. Good. I guess I could have waited a day. So we are doing Skull Cavern Dive tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Double check something. Stardew Wiki Desert Festival Egg Mer. No, I don't want that Egg Mer. Yeah, I want to go on the 17th, I'm pretty sure. Because if I go on the 17th, I can forfeit like 2 foraging books for a magic rock candy, which I definitely think is worth it. Like, if you don't have a book check on the 15th, or on the 15th or 16th, you should go on the 17th. Even if it is bad luck, like, you should just go on the 17th. I gotta go to the bathroom again, though. I'll be right back. You should go on the 17th. The magic rock candies. So we're gonna go on the 17th then. That does mean I need to empty my inventory. I mean, we just empty it on the morning of the 17th. We always have extra time. Okay, big day. Room in our inventory. We need a lot of room in our inventory, so we're actually going to drop all of that. I guess we'll just leave this. And then this. And then I guess I can just... Let's do a Skull Cavern run! Woohoo! Buy all that. Run over to the goat himself. Refresh. I'm gonna reset this even though I had an egg statue right there. I prefer a floor with a bunch of rocks right at the start. We are going to do a little side quest here real quick. Um, 14 into 11. Okay, so we're gonna have to cheat. So secret note 14, our artful enchant is enchant number 7 or 9, which would be an instant reset. Yeah. Yes, I can tell the enchant order based off of 2 secret notes. But, yeah, that's kind of bad. That ordering. We'll make do with it. We'll make do with it. Nope, this run is completely unseated. I don't need a seed to be able to tell you the enchant order, because the enchant order is always the same. It's just depending on where it starts is based off of the seed. And I can use the secret notes to tell me where it starts, or where it is in the line. That's what I'm abusing. But I do this completely unseated. A seated route would look drastically different. Because essentially you can just skip everything. I do have 50 ladders. So it's like if I have a garbage floor, I do need to abuse it slightly more. These floors haven't been garbage though, so felt justified of skipping. But ooh, I should definitely go for that. 2 mummies here too as well. That down, that there, and there. That up. Second glowstone ring. On my way. That. The bonus. I don't go enough floors for me to justify being able to skip cats. This run. Okay, no matter what I do, I should always kill bats when I see them. Or, you know, bats that actually drop bat wings. Bat wings are way too important throughout this run. I could possibly need like 15 for a bundle. And then on top of that, getting as many whatever they're called. Lightning rods as possible is ideal. I really don't need extra rubies at this point. I'll take extra diamonds though. Boxes are like whatever. That I want floors. Gotta break this though. Diamonds are a lot of mining XP. For the most part. You can correct some mistakes, but I should have broken that one rock. I don't know why I didn't. As long as the mistake doesn't lose an absurd amount of time. So it's very much case by case dependent.
Like, this run would be an instant reset because, well, not even because of mistakes, but I can check what the enchant order is based off of the order that I unlocked secret notes in. And I got secret note 14, which means my first artful enchant isn't until either enchant 7 or 9, which would mean for this run to continue, I would need to get 14 prismatic shards on this one Skull Cavern, Dave. And even then, I wouldn't want to continue it because then I have to make up the extreme amounts of Cinder Shards to be able to do it. Which is just not worth it. That said, because it's a practice run, I can just cheat it in. So that's the reason I'm actually continuing it, since it's practice. I have like 50 staircases and I basically just refuse to use them. And just say to myself, oh, this floor is not that bad. I don't need to staircase it. Lol. One less auto putter I have to brute force, I guess. Where's my prismatic shards? Surely I should have at least one by now. Are. So here's how that works. I'll just pause to be able to explain it. There are different types of ladders in this game. You have, well, in Skull Caverns. Let's just do it in Skull Caverns. There are 4 different types of ladders in Skull Caverns. You have ladders, which is just what you get from blowing up rocks. You have drop shafts, which are essentially ladders that have a, I believe it's a 20% chance of converting into a drop shaft. So whenever you're supposed to get a ladder from a rock, there's a 20% chance that it's a drop shaft instead. Then you have, I mean, you technically have freebies, which is just another classification of ladder. So the ladders that you just see that are just like on the floor in above itself when you load it up. You have monster ladders. I guess we have more than 4, but you have monster ladders, which are the ladders that drop from enemies. And then you have pre-generated ladders, which always spawn on the floor, i.e. the chest floors that always have a ladder, and that the long floor 12 that has the ladder at the end. Out of those, the ones that count as a ladder, and when you get a ladder, no other ladders can spawn anymore. So when you get a ladder, no other ladders can spawn. The ones that don't count towards you having a ladder on the floor are the ladders from monsters. So if you get a ladder from a monster, you can still get more ladders. That's why when you kill dust sprites, sometimes you get like a bunch of ladders, because those don't actually count as ladders that are on the floor. You have drop shafts. Drop shafts don't count as ladders, so you can continue getting a ladder on the given floor. And then you have the pre-generated ladders, which are the ones that you find on chest floors and floor 12. What that means is you can still get ladders on the chest floors, which also means you can still get drop shafts on the chest floors. And because there's essentially no rocks on a given chest floor, the odds that you have to only break 1 rock and get a ladder are extremely high, which means I'm basically taking a fraction of a second and gambling on a 20% chance of getting a drop shaft, which is much better than running over to the other side for a guaranteed ladder. I'd rather break 1 or 2 rocks for a 20% chance at a drop shaft than taking 1 ladder, which is essentially what I'm exploiting when I am breaking rocks on those floors. But because ladders count as like actual ladders, if you break a rock like this and I have a ladder here, there's no point of trying to break more rocks because no more ladders will spawn. So it's like you can't just
pick clean a floor to try to just get a bunch of 20% chances for a drop shaft. Because there's a ladder on this floor, I can't get any more ladders, which means I can't get any more drop shafts. See how I got a drop shaft over here on a ladder? It's because I got the drop shaft first and then this ladder spawned. But because I got the ladder, that means no more ladders can spawn. Because drop shafts don't count as a ladder, you can get what we call Swiss cheese floors, where you just get a bunch of drop shafts instead of ladders. And it'll keep going until you get a ladder. Which is fun. I don't know why I didn't put this higher for that, but whatever. Boy, I'm gonna have to spawn in these prismatic shards. How the hell do I have 200 iridium ore and not a single prismatic shard? Actually criminal. I need to be more aggressive about laddering, I feel like. Like, unless if I have, like, a really good reason to stay on the floor, like, I should just be laddering. Especially earlier on. Like, these bigger floors are fine. I don't have a strong enough weapon to kill these bats as much as I would like to. Oh boy, a prismatic shard. Took the game long enough. I actually want the cave carrots. I need aquamarine though, but I want these. I have 50 staircases for a reason, right? But it's just like, I see this, I'm like, oh, I don't need a ladder this. Let's just place a bomb and I should just get the... Should just get it really easily. Oh, I got hit for 48. How much HP do I have? Half my HP. You need to practice. This like Skull Cavern dive is actually hard purely because of the amount of HP that you generally have going into it. The dive that I generally understand if I, like, you know, die and mess up.
Because it's actually unironically one of the harder Skull Cavern days that I do in any of the runs that I perform. I do just need to ladder a lot more though. Anyways, that run was gonna be a reset anyways, because even at a normal run, I'm like looking for a minimum of four prismatic shards, and I had 1. Like, I was extreme low rolling. Like, this just needs to be skipped. This is, like, fine. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Also, let me relaunch. So, my, Calico statues don't instantly give me the food issue. Because I know for a fact I'm going to get the food issue soon, since I didn't get it in any of the checks that I got on the first check, or on the first go. This is fine. Fantastic, actually. Let me get all you guys over here. Need a nice little family photo. Fine, this floor's fine. Floor's fine. I like these highly condensed floors because it means bombs have like a high likelihood of giving me a drop shaft. Is the main thing I'm looking for. Right. Like, I'm fine waiting out a bomb, but it's like this floor should be an instant ladder. This floor is fine. Even if I don't get it in one bomb. Can I look at my HP, please? I'm so used to having so much HP that I don't have to look at my HP. But no, I only have 110. I don't have, you know, the 150, 170 that I'm used to. Like, what am I doing? Look at my HP. I'm used to being able to tank like 2 or 3 hits. Without having to worry. So gross. Like, why do I have to pay attention? I hate it. I don't want to pay attention. I just want to click buttons. Like, mummies are unironically capable of two-shotting me if I get 2 max rolls. I doubt I got 2 max rolls there, but it's still really annoying. this is a little unfortunate. +3 luck. So I have +4 in total. Yeah, it's kind of broken. Not enough bats on this floor. Hopefully 40's a little bit better. No mummies yet. I'd like to try to get the magnet ring here soon. $15. Hey, afternoon. Just perfection. Everything. Been a while. I don't remember the route. Have I not gotten a mummy floor yet? I don't know. Like... Not enough mummies on this floor. Oh, that sucks. Much harder to kill them. I'm just gonna take the liberty and put those in because I'm going to get too annoyed if I don't have double magnet. I don't really want to have to deal with killing these guys. Sucks. Fine. Didn't get the bomb down as soon as I wanted to. Otherwise, I would have waited for those guys for it to blow up. Bottom. Wish I could get those with this bomb, but I know I'm not. Oh. Can I place that bomb, please? That should be enough. Lock this floor. Really prismatic this time. Love to see it. Last time it took to 200 iridium ore to get the prismatic shard. This time it only took 38. Technically 38 one's a high roll, but last one was the extreme low roll. Sorry, because it's awful. Ladder is. Nothing useful. That's not where I wanted to place that, but whatever. Put bomb on that spot. Probably didn't need to wait for that bomb to blow up. There wasn't really anything useful on it. I don't want that to be not worth it though. I should just ladder this floor immediately. Get a ladder. Yes. There, this one's fine. Die though. HP. Magic shard is nice. Ladder. Sorry, but this floor has enough goodies for me to care about fully. Ladder is always nice. Here for this, I guess. Probably. Yep. Bars is cool. Quite surprised I got a ladder from that one. We'll blow that up. Blow this up. Place the goddamn bomb, please. I don't think it's bottom one. Double diamond over there is maybe worth going for, especially since I don't have a ladder yet. I have a macro in terms that it's 3 button inputs to 1 command because that's legal. But it's not a macro in terms of it doing the timing for me. I have to individually time every single animation cancel. I have 30 ladders left. I guess it's only 3 p.m. though. Ah, yes, V bans you for fun. Very true. Classic Haboo chat mod abuse. I don't know. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I know what I was trying to say, but didn't really come out right. Just so you know, if you get the prediction wrong, V will ban you. Fuck. She's abusive with her mod powers right now. Leave her be. I was reading that. Did she actually just... Classic. I want to walk all the way down there. So chaotic. So who's excited for the Rigged Game Awards that are coming up? Almost the end of the year. Can't go wrong with some rigged voting action. Six. Forget right. Oh yes, I rigged the Game Awards, the awards that I have been very vocal about disliking for how many years. I think there's literally only like Expedition 30, like if anything other than Expedition 33 and Silksong wins, I will be surprised. If Ark wins, it's actually the most rigged display I have ever seen. Like, it's literally just who pays more money. Like, hey, have us win. Ignore all the votes. Okay, I've gotten monsters do more damage like 4 times now. Like these guys are going to be chunking if I get hit. Like I actually have to eat after every single hit now. I say the worst part about the entire game of the list thing is I've only played one game on the, like, I've only played one game out of every single, like, nomination in its peak. That's the only game I've played out of everything nominated. $66. Does peak really count? I mean, it was by far the best friend slop game, or I mean, like, I call it's the friend slop category. It's actually a good game. Like it's a good game. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I literally think if it's any other year, Peak would be in the conversation. But I mean, it's kind of just like, are you really gonna say Peak is better than Silksong or Expedition 33? I would argue Peak is a better game than any other AAA title that came out this year. And it's not even close. That's what I deserve for talking about game. Hades 2 is not a AAA studio, right? I just never played the first Hades, so. Again, like, I said, I didn't say Peak would win. I said Peak would be in the running if it was any other year, but in terms of indie games, I feel like Silksong's just gonna win because it's Silksong. So if you're like if you're literally putting Peak, Hades 2, and Silksong all in one batch, you know. Also, I got 7 prismatic shards and I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna spawn in like 500 calico eggs and say that was a good enough run. I'm not doing another run of that. I keep dying because I'm stupid. I don't know how many people would actually go Pharaoh over it, because it's like, I think most people agree that it's a good game, but it's like, was it as good as the original is the question. I feel like the fact that people thought it was way harder than the first one is going to bring it down. And people don't like that. How do you get creative mode? Oh, I'm using CJB cheats. It's a mod. It's just to help me practice in case if things go wrong, so I don't have to keep redoing things, and I can fix things if necessary. But it's a cheat menu. I'm running a modded version right now because I'm not doing a real run. I don't need that many. I only need 7s. That.
Get the salmon berry so quick. I'm not walking all the way back up. And then this should just be the last round of Starfruit, right? Yeah, I have a few left over because I high rolled a few seeds. There might be like one more slate round left. This should take me to the first. That should be the last round of Starfruit. Yeah. Five, six. I should move everything to Monday at this point. This would be the next day that I go out then. Yeah, okay, so this will be the next day I go out. But this. We need to go out this day to buy the iron and the gold ore for the sprinklers. Oh, I never got a frozen geode. Or frozen geode or a frozen tier, but that's fine. That anymore. Or can go there. There, that's fine. Hardwood. Okay, so we need 61. I have 20 bars already. So 61 minus 20. 41 times 5 is 205. I need 205 gold ore. And 61 times 5 is 300. I have enough iron ore. And we should have plenty of coal. Probably also check the special orders board today. Start doing special orders requests if necessary. I would be for exact gold ore, which is fine. Oh, time for satisfaction. Guess I really don't need the... I don't need the moss right now. Yeah, trees needed to go. I don't have anything left in that I need to do. Perfect. I don't blame him. Sounds funny as fuck. Yeah, I need to go fishing at some point. Do I just... you definitely just fish on this first day here. There's definitely no reason to not just fish today. Okay, so I just need to catch lake fish and tunas. So I've heard the new maps are kind of crazy, but unfortunately our third just doesn't want to play anymore, or just doesn't exist. I have recruited others. Wait. Right, I wonder if I should wait until the 13th to do this. I kind of want to do it sooner than later because I need to go to Marnie's today. Oh, wait, no, but it's the 1st. Fuck. Marnie won't be. I guess you would wait until the Thursday or Friday then. Realistically is when you would do this day. That's bad. Probably wait until Thursday or Friday to actually do this day then, because you need to wait until both Robin and Marnie's is open. I guess catching the rainbow trout now isn't that bad because then I don't have to do it in summer. I am enjoying the reroute so far. Going a little better than expected. Lots of smaller things. I'll definitely need to run through it again. But it's like a lot of those smaller details that I basically just skipped over when going for the sub 16. Like I didn't plan out any days that I would actually go to Robin in my PB. I would just go whenever I felt was convenient. Where in this run, I'm like actually trying to plan out the days that I go to Robin, so they make sense. Life is much more fun getting hit. We don't kink shame. It's alright, Danny. You be you. I missed the one sturgeon, and now we're just gonna be here for like a hot minute. Okay, I'm too lazy to actually catch these 2 fish because I don't want to have to catch 2 tunas. And I technically had a sturgeon on the line. I'm just bad. Oh, fuck you. I was also supposed to do this on a Thursday. blah 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 blah. Alright, okay. Time 9 warp. On the one day I was supposed to do this. On the day that I'm fishing for the tuna, whatever. Supposed to buy this. He'll be back. He'll be back. It's my bad. I changed the time. Next tick she'll be back. Lately, my bad. Buy that. And then in this particular run, I need a chicken. And a cow. I don't even need auto petters right now. Just buy a stack of hay, I guess. And auto petters for later. And then... oh, shit. I need to remember that I need to bring stone. Copper. And clay. I don't exactly know where I want to put these right now. Let's go with this. But I need the coop like somewhat nearby. Also, we're gonna need to put like the obelisk. Well, no, the obelisks need to go in front of the house. I'm doing it's really interesting. I don't know. I mean, if that's interesting for you, great, but it's a way to play. Just doing the community, like, I would say that's like the easier route of doing it. Doing JojaMart and then doing Perfection would be harder. Let me get to the bathroom. Like, we gotta think about late game as well with our layout, because if you think about it, when you use the return scepter, you don't return to where your bed is, you return to where the house is. So late game, you actually want the house to be in the good spot. And I don't really want to be moving stuff at this point. I don't really want to go to Robin's too many more times. So I guess realistically, I do want the house to fit like here-ish. You know?
Then that would make the greenhouse so much harder. Because, like, if I have the house here, it's really annoying to leave the place. I mean, I guess if I did something like this, it's less annoying, because then you walk up. Granted, it would need to be one tile up, because I need room for the obelisk. Or does it? Now, obelisks could fit here. They're 2x3. You have the 4 obelisks right here. Then you walk up like this. So if you have the house here, it's not bad. And then realistically, like, Coop Barn doesn't really need to be close. Bushes in the way, I'll remove them with the axe. I just haven't yet. This is the closest I can get and the lowest I can go. Are you leaving the house? Yeah. Nope. Completely vanilla. It's been in the game since like 1.2. Only some bushes you can remove. Like, I don't think I can remove this bush. Or these. It's very weird. Like, you can't remove these. I don't think you can remove these. But it's like, you can remove these. I have to double check with this. Now you can remove that one. But you can't remove this one. Or this one, or this one. Pretty sure you can remove these too. No, you can't remove those. Move the house back. Yeah, but this spot's not, like, awful. Because I'm realistically not going to be leaving the house and going this way that often. And then the obelisks fit, like, right here. So it's like, you warp to this point, and then you boom, 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 right? Yeah. Yeah, they're only 2 vertical. Because it's like, I want to do the least amount of moving as possible, right, in the real run. Like, I want the greenhouse here. Technically, I could probably move it a few tiles to the left. Like, let me sleep a day and, like, experiment. Let me sleep a day and, like, remove tiles. Or remove some of this. You know? Like, if I have to, I will remove this earlier. Like, I want the spots finalized because that will help later on. Don't worry about it.
These chests will be here and they will never move. So this is like my marker spot, these chests. Let me sleep a day so those are grown so I can like actually. I guess I gotta sleep. Alright, so let's say early on we do this. Like, how much farther over could I move it? I can move it over by 1. Right. Like, I can get the greenhouse that far over. That's really... And then it's like, if I really wanted the house to be in an optimal spot, like, it would be here. Early. Also, first off. Like, would this be the next optimal spot? Unless if I want it there. It, like, would make sense. But this walk is farther. But then I guess, like, when I'm buying the obelisk, I could just, you know... boom, bang. And then I don't have to think about it. You know? But then I would have to make sure that I clear out over here at some point. I mean, like, the day that I would go over and break all the stone and hardwood, I'd have to break this left side here. Because I wouldn't be able to do this earlier on. And then, I mean, like, you could do the... classic this. I mean, ideally. How do I want this laid out?
The issue really is this house. Because of how wonky it's shaped. Also, this is the original house spot right here. By the way. This is laid out like this. I probably want it like this, just so I have this pathway still. Realistically, the barn and coop probably eventually go here. It's fine. I'm just kind of debating about where I want the buildings. I mean, it's really just these two, and I feel like the house is fine there. It's also, like, fine here, I guess. I just don't like how, like, congested this area is. But it probably just doesn't matter. No. The obelisk will go down here when I get it. It's just I have to do so much moving later. I'd rather have these placed in their forever homes right off the bat, but... I mean, I guess I don't buy these until after winter. So the sprinklers would be gone, so they're totally fine placing them, like, here. So I wouldn't have to clear out this left section, which I don't really want to do. And then I could place the coop and barn down here like I've been doing. I just don't like how far out of the way it is. You know, like, realistically, I would want to do something like this. And then they're just here. Gives the pigs enough area to walk out and produce, and then, like, base efficient. There's still a pathway here. And then obelisk, if we have one here, so 1, 2, 3, and you don't need the desert obelisk. You don't actually need room for, because you just need room for beach, mountain, island. But I guess then this pathway would be useless here. Because you actually want to run down. Is there ever a situation where we actually would want the house down south? thinking about it. Because think about it like this. When I am going to give gifts, what areas do I need to go to that don't have a warp to? So the mountains I don't care about, and the beach I don't care about. So the farthest away NPCs would be Pierre, funny enough, and Marnie. Marnie, Shane, Jazz. So it's an argument between Marnie, Shane, Jazz, Leah, and Caroline. I mean, I guess there's Gus. But then you have Caroline, Pierre, Gus, Abigail. But how fast is it to just run from the beach to those areas compared to having, like... I feel like running from the beach is faster than having to run from all the way from the north here to their places. Oh, and Wizard. That is true, and Wizard. So I would argue having the house down here is actually more valuable. It's... mini warps suck. They're annoying to craft, and like I just don't want to. I don't want to have to specifically have that quest done by them. I think like having the house set up down here is actually kind of valuable. Funny enough. And then it's like if I have the house set up down there, I can do, you know, CC strats with this. Have these set up here. I probably want this one tile to the left ideally, but... And then I would need the house down there. Because realistically, the only time, like, I would probably move the house literally, like, after I cook the triple shots. Or at some point, then. Because the only reason I would ever need to actually go to the house before friendship, or warp to the house, because the island warp totem actually doesn't warp you to the house, it warps you to the totem thing up north, so it won't make a difference, is once I have Return Scepter, essentially. I guess I probably would use Return Scepter quite a number of times. No, I would just... You would clear it out on one of the days that you're building, or in one of the mornings that you're waiting for the coop to open up. I don't know, it's something that would have to be experimented with early game when I have time to do things. It's something for next run, I just want to find the placement. Also, this meteorite sucks ass. I'm gonna have to, because it's like, I can just leave it down here and it just won't matter. And then there's like enough room here. Because you just need a 2x3, so one, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Right here. You would have to walk a little bit around if you want to get out. Actually, no, that would block off the exit. Oh no, you would be able to run around. 1, 2, yeah. You would be able to run around in this front area right here. So, boom. And then out. Which is interesting. That's an interesting spot for it. We'll play with it. Obviously, when I cheat the warp home, it's going to be slightly annoying, but that's just because I'm cheating. I guess that also means I can keep the lightning rods here then. That said, I don't think I'm gonna do any more planning today because I am hungers. And I would like to get food. Almost there, almost to Ginger Island. Obviously, it's taking us longer to get to Ginger Island than it normally would in a natural run, but that's just because we keep stopping and discussing stuff. But yeah, other than that, I want to go get food. So I am gonna peace. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be doing more of this. We'll get to Ginger Island. Ginger Island, I don't think is gonna change too much, but I guess some of the dates might be more concrete. Other than that said, I do appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys joining the stream, and I appreciate the support. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be doing more. So yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Just take care. Later. Peace.